easily. So here's something I'll bet you never thought of: dog training. Yeah, people are doing it online and helping owners control their little fluffy little beasts. Okay. Other things like personal training, yoga, weightlifting, and for many of these things I'm going to mention today, you don't need any fancy certifications. So many times people with great expertise in something downplay that expertise and they say, no one would pay them for that. They are dead wrong. I have a student, and she's probably listening to this, who's been doing yoga for 50 years. She looks like she's 30. And I constantly have to remind her that with those credentials, she does not need any kind of certification. She's the poster child for what she does, and people would gladly pay for her help. All right, how about language and translation type things? I also paid for this when I had to make a speaking trip to Mexico. And I paid for translation of one of my web pages into another language. Now, that didn't need live interaction on Zoom, but I paid and I got the translation. Car repair. If you're handy with anything to do with automobiles, you can get paid to help people troubleshoot their automobile problems. Health and nutrition advice. Now, this one you have to be careful not to technically give, quote, medical advice. But there are tons of health and wellness people helping people online. Many of the things I'm covering today could lead to recurring money, like signing people from your live health and wellness calls up into a membership site for health and wellness. And maybe they could get recurring revenue from supplement sales. And I always put a caveat when I talk about supplement sales, because anytime people ingest things, you have a potential for some damage. And so you should have a good insurance policy. All right, here's another thing. I have two giant Sub-Zero appliances, a refrigerator and a freezer, enormous, built into the kitchen. Each one would cost about $9,000 to replace, not to mention about being built in, and I have to have a wall redone to put new ones in. Now, I'm somewhat of a do-it-yourselfer, and there's a guy that will walk you through Sub-Zero repairs on live Zoom. I just have to have my webcam or cell phone live streaming to him. And this can save many thousands of dollars. Now, if you have a good eye for decor, you could offer interior design services. Lonely hearts. Yeah, there are lonely people out there. And yes, I know sexual services and cam girls take advantage of this, but there are legitimate services where you can just talk to an understanding person. Now, if you're an empathetic person, maybe this would be right for you. Video advice. I do this all the time for my students. I look at their recording environment, and it includes microphone testing, background testing, camera angles, and all that stuff. Audio training. I paid someone on Fiverr to walk me through some advanced audio editing with Adobe Audition. And guess what? I paid them a lot more than $5. You might know a particular piece of software that people want to learn how to use. You don't have to have some certification to tell me how to do something on a piece of software. You just have to be better than me with that piece of software, and I'm sending you money. I also paid for someone to teach me how to do a specific thing in Microsoft Excel. I did it again for Word. And sure, I could have hunted around for hours for some free help online, but I don't have that kind of time. Image consulting. I got on with Rain Parvis. I got on a Zoom call. I started her out in image consulting in Los Angeles. She was living in her parents' basement. She'll admit this, all right? And now she's a top image consultant in Los Angeles, one of the most image, conscious places on earth. And I had her do a Zoom call with me, and we got on Zenni Optical to help me pick out my next pair of glasses. Beautiful. Grooming and hairstyles. Maybe you have an eye for hairstyles and beards and can advise people on what would look best for them. And makeup is big too. I mean, nail design, tattoos. How about any kind of business consulting, copywriting, marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, or whatever else they invent in the future? If you figure